Omoyele Sowore, Egbomi, comrade. You see the way you are going about in this Obi matter. I've did series of videos, but unfortunately, I guess none of them is reaching you. But I will always put it clear here for others to see or to know. You cannot keep dragging Obi and not lose your reputation. No, there's no way. There's no way. As a citizen of the Federal Republic today, you are always dragging Obi, trying to pull Obi down and expect to grow with it. No. You don't do that because it's becoming too obvious that every time Sowore, your attack is only on Obi. Any small thing Obi, you are not allowing people to raise questions. Say, are you an opposition to the opposition? In recent past, people have earlier said that you are an APC agent, you are sent to destabilize, but some of us were like, no, that's not true, because of what you stand for. But you cannot continue to act in that direction, making us believe that they could be right. You get the point now. Every time Obi this, Obi that, Obi. I just watched one of your interviews recently. I was like, what the heck is this? Can't this man just let Obi be? Obi shouldn't be the one you're going after. Obi isn't the cause of the problem in Nigeria. Obi is only trying to remedy a situation. So why have you been made now as an opposition to Obi, who is an opposition? See, please, let us just listen to his video again, briefly, and I'll continue.
Peter Obi is an opposition according to you, but he opposes nothing and nobody according to us, because we know him. If Peter Obi is an opposition, he will never have found himself in a party where Malami is the main sponsor, in a party where El-Rufai is a member, in a party where the people he referred to some 3 years ago as criminal, what do they call them? Structural criminality. You know that, but he was never an opposition. Peter Obi is a guy who came and packaged himself, lied to you, and made all of you fall. You all should be apologizing to those of us who already told you since 2022, when Peter Obi came in the horizon, that he's fooling you. And he has fooled you to the point that instead of you admitting that you were fooled, you think you are too old to be fooled, and you can't admit that you were fooled.
So that was it. You heard him. Every time he's about Obi, Obi, Obi. But something he said in that video, he said Obi is not the opposition, that he or the AAC and his squad are the real opposition. Sure, how truthful is that? That's not true, you know. You can't be an opposition to the APC. I doubt the APC government under Tinubu doesn't even recognize you as an opposition. If you ask them, they'll say at best they can just classify you as one noisemaker always disturbing the streets of Nigeria. That is what they will say. They know their real opposition is Peter Obi. That's why they are doing everything possible within their demonic power to see that he doesn't have a successful political party and launch his ambition. Obi is their opposition. Obi is their threat, not Sowore. So Sowore is saying that they should come and apologize to you because he has gone to join El-Rufai. Omoyele Sowore, if you are made the president of the Federal Republic today, would you select your cabinet from heaven? With angels be sent? Is it not among these same Nigerians where you are claiming to be the only sent that you will pick your cabinet from? Many people raise questions regarding the fact that you are the national chairman to your party and you are also the presidential candidate. If Obi does this, you'll be saying a different thing. And besides that, as much as I respect you to one of the highest esteem, but I'm not a fool. Peter Obi have been tested as a governor for 8 years. He didn't steal, but you haven't. We aren't saying you will steal, but we are only believing you, but we cannot prove it because you've not been in power. So please, in as much as I respect you, you are one of the people I wish led this country, you and Obi. But the odds as at now hugely favors Obi. And any attempt for you to be doing everything to pull Obi down, further bring your own reputation down. That is it. Don't disregard informations like this. You can't be the only saint in the country. You don't have saint to work with. Being a good leader, I think being able to cope, work and adjust with all manners of all humans, all kind of humans, all characters of persons is actually what makes you a good leader. Not being selective. These are not good. This is a thief. That one is a winch. Who are you going to work with? Who are you going to use to fix the country? The worst political party before APC was PDP. It is PDP that bettered APC. This PDP and APC were branded a terrorist organization by a court in Canada. We should also remember that this APC produced the best president that Nigeria still have on record as at now, late Musa Umaru Yar'Adua. PDP produced him through a fraudulent election being conducted by Olusegun Obasanjo, who said there cannot be good things in the midst of evil. All we need is just to get the best. Let whoever is going to support him to the position, take him there. So if Peter Obi is going to work with even Tinubu, for Peter Obi to become president, do you think I have a problem with that? I wouldn't have a problem with that because who matters in the country now? What matters in the country now is the arrowhead, the man who's the box stopped at his table. So anything that will catapult Obi there, all that is fully support. So Sowore, please stop so that you don't lose the small respect we have for you. You get the point now. I know how you start to defend the ordinary Nigerians, even though I've consistently made it clear that in a working system, you shouldn't be valid. Your services shouldn't be needed. It's because we don't have a valid system, no law, no rule of law, people abuse power. That is where your activism gain ground. You understand? So we are looking for a system where your services will not be needed, where we no longer need to stress you to be going from court to court in defense of defenseless Nigerians. You get the point now. And if Nigerians have said Obi is their preferred person to do that at the moment, why don't you just let Obi be? If you cannot work with him like most of us have solicited, we pleaded in various ways, say team up with this man. But you wouldn't. But if you not do that, just let him be. Attack Tinubu. Tinubu and APC is the real enemy and problem of Nigerians are today. Not Obi. You cannot continuously be in the opposition to an opposition. It doesn't make any sense. So I hope this video gets to you because I'm going to tag you. I always tag you in my video just because I still hold you to a very high esteem. But you're doing certain things wrongly.
That is where I disagree with So Peter Obi, that means Peter Obi should not even be in this country because as far as a lot of people see this country is corrupt. This country is something else. And you too, you should not even be having anything to do with the country Nigeria, if really that is how it is, if you are not a part of the people who are corrupt in this country. Because that is what you are talking about. If you say Obi should not even mingle with anybody, that you should just be on a lone ranger. No, it does not work like that. It doesn't work like that. With all the things happening in Labour Party, is this man not still standing? Is he not still doing what he's doing at Lesotho of Abia State? So that is where he's getting it wrong. So you have to isolate yourself. So who and who? Because everybody. Okay, now you too, you are even talking about, people are even trying to see from your own end what you stand for, your revolution, and okay, you want to be you're an activist, you still want to be the president. Do they even align? No. It's just so unfortunate the route this Sowore is going. Like Odalo said, you can't continue attacking Obi without losing your own relevance. Nice point. Both of them should work together, not desperately. Please, Mr. Sowore, try and work with him. If he does not want to work with Peter Obi, good and fine. You don't even need to be talking about Obi, because that is not even your focus. Because you are making people to see, oh, that Obi, you people are clamoring for Obi, that you people are hyping. It's not what. No, it's none of your business. The people you have business with is the people who are in government, who are causing a lot of things that you don't like, a lot of things giving each and every one of us stress. People who are causing it, they are the ones that we're supposed to be facing, not somebody who is not who has not been given a this thing, even who has not been given power to coordinate. Even if people try to ask you question about Peter Obi, you don't supposed to be saying anything about that, because Obi is not your focus. You are not trying to unseat Obi. You say you want to unseat Tinubu, you don't like the style of APC. That is what you need to face. You can't be opposition to opposition again. Great one. Thanks for life. One love. Sowore is working for somebody. Make it make sense. Make it make. In his part, he is the chairman and president candidate. This shows that he is not to be taken seriously. Let me remind you that Sowore is a political candidate of his own party. A new Nigeria is possible, Peter Obi. Please work with Obi. He does not want to work with Obi. People should leave him, but he should leave Peter Obi alone. Obi is not our problem. Nigerians are crying today. Not that I don't think Obi is not the problem of the suffering people are going through. Sowore said the truth about Obi. Oga enter house. I don't even have to tag. He is a noisemaker. Now we Sowore accept Peter Obi coming into AAC. Please educate him further. I am seriously disappointed in him, and he is a progressive, not a PC progressive.